everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's Chris back with my rant stroke thought of the day. Bit of a rant this one. Surprisingly enough, it's another instalment of media Muppets. Yes, the proverbial gobshites have been spewing in the media, and it shouldn't surprise you who this one is, because it's Talk Sports jester himself. It's Gabby Agbonlahor. So Gabby Agbonlahor has been speaking to Football Insider. Now imagine being stuck in a lift with those guys. Wow, you'd pull the doors and climb up the cable like Bruce Willis in Die Hard to get out of that situation, wouldn't you? So he's been talking to Football Insider about Anthony Gordon and how he's got a fight to save his Newcastle United career. I love these spurious hyperbolic headlines just for clickbait. I mean, it works because I'm talking about it right now, doesn't it? But Anthony Gordon's not fighting to save his Newcastle career. His Newcastle career has just begun. You know, last season we signed the lad from Everton. He had a horrendous training regime through a basket case of a club really that literally ran him out of town. He came to Newcastle United. He realised the intensity of Eddie Howe's training regimes and everything else as well, and he had to get up to speed really, and he's done that, you know. And I don't know, Gabby Agbonlahor is a professional pundit and he gets paid to talk about football, right? So I don't get paid to talk about football, but I know that Anthony Gordon had an unbelievable summer in the under-21 England team that won the European Championships, and he actually got player of the tournament, Gabby. So I'm not sure what football you were watching, maybe you weren't quite watching that. Possibly you were just off sunning yourself on the beach. Maybe you and Steve Bruce went for a little holiday together in Portugal, you know, and had a few kebabs and, you know, a couple of pints and everything else, mate. But you obviously weren't watching that tournament, because Anthony Gordon was sensational in that game, that tournament overall, every game in that tournament that he played. Goals, assists, flexibility, moving across that front three. And he's come back to Newcastle United in pre-season and he's looked absolutely electric over in the States. I don't know whether you don't pay for your Sky subscription either, Gabby, because that was on as well, mate. So maybe you need to start watching a little bit more football instead of grooming that shit 12-year-old mustache you've got in the mirror. But yeah, Gordon was brilliant in pre-season as well in America. He looks sharp. He looks sharper than a lot of his teammates, which you would expect him to be playing in a competitive tournament this summer. Him and Elliot Anderson look streaks ahead in terms of fitness compared to everybody else. But again, that's testament to the desire, the hunger, the rage to come back to Newcastle and really make an impact and try and force their way into the side. Now, he's talking about signing Harvey Barnes is Gabby. Now, I don't actually disagree with what he's saying to an extent. He's talking about how Isaac plays from the left and Barnes is obviously going to, you know, add increased competition to Gordon to try and get in the side. So that bit I don't disagree with. But competition is good. You know, Newcastle could effectively play 60 games this season, which Gabby does say to his credit. But the arrogance that I can't get away with from the guy, and also the complete utter ignorance from somebody who's clearly not watching Newcastle United at all, is A, he doesn't have a clue about Gordon's fitness or form, clearly, and B, he's saying that Barnes goes in straight ahead of Gordon for him and Gordon plays in FA Cup and Carabao Cup games. Now that's an absolute nonsense, because Anthony Gordon is Premier League proven. He's got experience as well, so you can't just write the lad off for a Premier League space in the squad or in the starting lineup. We've got Champions League football as well, and we've also got the cup game. So Anthony Gordon's going to get a lot of football this season. But on current form right now, Anthony Gordon gets in the starting 11. Harvey Barnes has just come to the football club. Harvey Barnes is a fantastic footballer. We've seen little glimpses of it in the kind of game and a half that he's played. And I've got no doubt that Harvey Barnes will force his way into this Newcastle United side, because quality always rises to the top. But Anthony Gordon at the minute is playing on form, on fire, pace, skill, determination. You know, he's got assists, he's getting goals. You know, he is definitely playing his way into this starting 11, I think. And come the Villa game in a few weeks, you know, we would have had a couple of Cellar Cup games, you know, prior to that as well, which me and Mark will be attending as well. And, you know, Gordon could be sensational in those games as well, as alongside Elliot Anderson and Louis Miley. So that's going to give Eddie Howe some serious selection headaches. But Gabby Agbonlahor looks like he's already picked the team. But yet again, when Gabby Agbonlahor's talking about Aston Villa, he's got a complete inability to be impartial anyway. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's just trying to say that to try and stir up shit, so Newcastle fans don't want Anthony Gordon to start. Maybe he doesn't want Anthony Gordon to start. Maybe he really does know deep down that Anthony Gordon could tear your fullbacks apart. Who knows? But I do think the Villa game is going to be a tough game. No doubt about it. Villa have signed really well. I've seen little clips of Moussa Diaby in training, and I think we may have missed a little bit of a trick there, to be honest with you. But listen, the squad that we've got is looking good. I think we've still got some areas to fill. They're definitely left back and possibly a right-sided centre-half. I mean, there's been an injury to Fabian Schär as well. Hopefully that's not a serious one, but that just goes to show you how delicate you are at the back. If something happens to Schär, your players underneath there, the level drops exponentially in Jamal Lascelles and Paul Dummett you know, with all due respect to those guys, they're nowhere near as good as Fabian Schär. So I definitely think Newcastle United need to make some additions at the back, and I hope that they're going to come before the Aston Villa game as well. But we'll be back soon with some more crack, I'm sure, about Newcastle United. We've got the pre-season games to come this weekend, so we're all excited about that. Going to St James's Park for the first time this season and seeing how the lads fare. You never know, maybe there might be a new signing in the offing as well. But if you haven't already, please click subscribe. We'd love you to come and join us. Smash that button. We're over 4,300 subs now. Loads of room for you on this channel. We've got loads of Newcastle United content, transfer rumour has it videos, reaction videos, thoughts and opinions just like the one you've watched, as well as a live show with me and Mark every Monday at 10 o'clock. What's Gannon on? So smash the button. You won't regret it. Like the video too. Help the channel get around YouTube. Whatever you're doing, everybody have a cracking day, and we'll catch you again soon. See you later. Cheers. Bye.